NASA's latest images have left scientists speechless, because the new high-resolution photos of Interstellar Comet 3I Atlas reveal something no one expected: a massive, perfectly aligned jet of gas and dust shooting straight toward the sun. What was thought to be a simple chunk of cosmic ice now appears to be behaving with an eerie sense of precision. The question that's shaking the scientific community right now is simple: how can something from beyond our solar system act this control? And more importantly, why is NASA staying so quiet about it? In this video, we're breaking down what these new images really show, why experts are divided, and what secret reports suggest about 3I Atlas's mysterious jet. We'll look at what NASA's telescopes caught, how this object's behavior differs from anything we've seen before, and why a few researchers think this could be the most mysterious visitor our solar system has ever seen. Now let's get to the first major point. What exactly did astronomers capture in those new images? When the Teide Observatory in Spain released its composite photo of 3I Atlas, astronomers expected something familiar, maybe a faint comet tail or a dust cloud trailing behind it. But what they saw instead looked like a directed burst, almost like a cosmic flamethrower, blasting material straight at the sun. The image, captured by the 2-meter twin telescope, showed a glowing nucleus surrounded by a symmetrical white haze, with a sharp, violet-colored jet extending thousands of miles outward. It wasn't chaotic, it wasn't random, it was geometric, so clean that even seasoned scientists were caught off guard. That image spread across scientific networks within hours. Some called it beautiful, others called it impossible. The official explanation was that 3I Atlas was simply heating unevenly as it approached the sun, ejecting gas from its sun-facing side, a behavior typical of comets. But online researchers quickly pointed out something that the mainstream coverage ignored. The jet's orientation never changed, even as the comet rotated. In normal comets, jets flicker, bend, or scatter as the nucleus spins. But in this case, the jet stayed locked, like it was following a fixed trajectory. And that's where the mystery began to spiral. To understand why this moment matters, we have to look at where 3I Atlas came from. This isn't just another comet from the Oort cloud. It's interstellar, meaning it came from outside our solar system entirely, from a star system we still haven't identified. Only 2 other objects like this have ever been confirmed: Oumuamua in 2017 and 2I/Borisov in 2019. Both stunned scientists for behaving unlike anything we'd seen before. But 3I Atlas is different. It's bigger, older, and far more active. Measuring between 3 to 7 miles across, 3I Atlas is estimated to be billions of years old, a time capsule from before our sun even formed. It's moving at incredible speed, and its orbit shows that it's just passing through before leaving our system forever. That alone makes it a rare opportunity. But when you add in that enormous, stable jet, it becomes something even more remarkable. The deeper researchers look, the harder it became to treat this like just another frozen rock. And as it continued hurtling toward its perihelion, its closest point to the sun, it began behaving even more unpredictably. Comets often release jets when sunlight heats their surface, causing trapped gases to explode outward. But what scientists found strange about 3I Atlas was the consistency of its outburst. Observations from multiple telescopes showed that the jet wasn't just erupting randomly. It was pulsing every 20 to 25 minutes like a heartbeat. Even more bizarrely, the jet's brightness would increase and fade at precise intervals, as though reacting to something, maybe sunlight, maybe magnetic pressure, or maybe something we don't yet understand. NASA astrophysicist Mikkel Sarah-Rickard explained that these jets are normal, but even his statement raised eyebrows. Because while the theory fits, the visuals don't. In the Teide image, the jet's path is unnaturally straight, a razor-thin beam extending 10,000 kilometers into space. No scattering, no turbulence, just direction. Some physicists quietly noted that it resembled a plasma discharge, not a dust eruption. And that's led to a growing theory among independent researchers. What if 3I Atlas isn't just reacting to sunlight, but something deeper? Perhaps a magnetic or engineered process guiding its outflow. When the Teide Observatory released the image, NASA's official social channels shared it once, then went silent. No follow-up post, no press release, nothing. Normally, when a discovery like this happens, NASA's media team floods the internet with updates. This time, it didn't. That silence became louder when an alleged internal memo surfaced online, one claiming that 3I Atlas's ultraviolet light bursts repeat every 23 minutes exactly. The memo, which hasn't been confirmed, described patterned emissions inconsistent with random cometary activity. If true, it would suggest that 3I Atlas's light wasn't random at all. Amateur astronomers began noticing something strange too. Radio operators tracking the object reported faint, periodic reflections, almost like echoes. While that could be explained by surface ice, the timing matched the rumored 23-minute intervals. NASA hasn't commented, and no scientific paper has addressed it yet. But silence in the face of data, real or rumored, always draws attention. Some think the agency is waiting to confirm before speaking publicly. Others suspect it's holding back because the explanation might challenge what we think comets can do. Either way, NASA's lack of transparency is only fueling speculation. Of course, as soon as the word pattern appeared, the alien probe theories came back. The memory of Oumuamua still lingers, the object that Harvard's Avi Loeb famously suggested might be an artificial craft. Now, with 3I Atlas showing directional jets and periodic pulses, people are asking, could this be another one? Could this be the second interstellar visitor design, not formed by nature? Most experts reject that idea outright, saying the data supports natural outgassing. But others quietly admit the geometry is too perfect to ignore. Online speculation exploded. Some think 3I Atlas is self-stabilizing, adjusting its spin to control trajectory, something no ordinary comet should do. Others suggest the jet might be a maneuvering plume like a thruster burst. Even if these claims sound far-fetched, they're gaining traction because of how unusual the behavior is. And every time NASA or the European Space Agency avoids the question, the theories grow louder. Still, the mainstream consensus insists it's just a comet. But what's coming next could test that belief to its limit. Earlier this year, the James Webb Space Telescope turned its instruments toward 3I Atlas, and what it saw raised even more question. Webb detected intense traces of carbon dioxide and magnesium, but with fluctuating brightness levels that didn't match expected solar heating models. The emission spectrum appeared to pulse, almost in sync with the UV bursts from ground-based telescopes. Normally, chemical composition changes slowly, but this was happening rhythmically. Some researchers believe magnetic interference from solar wind could cause it, but others aren't so sure. Even more puzzling was Webb's reading of temperature variation. One side of the comet heated up rapidly, while the opposite stayed cold, suggesting something beneath the surface might be regulating that energy. That's not something comets are known for. When asked, NASA only said it was monitoring data consistency. No clear explanation, no deep dive. It's as if every time someone looks closer, the mystery gets deeper. And as 3I Atlas races toward its fiery encounter with the Sun, scientists are preparing for a show unlike anything we've seen before. On October 29th, 3I Atlas will reach its perihelion, the closest point to the Sun. Normally, this is when comets flare up spectacularly or completely disintegrate under the Sun's radiation. But for this interstellar visitor, predictions are split. Some expect it to explode in a dazzling outburst, while others think it might survive intact, a near impossibility given its composition. Either way, this moment could reveal the truth about the jet's source. If the pulses speed up, that could confirm it's tied to sunlight. But if they remain perfectly stable, then we may be dealing with something fundamentally new. Amateur observatories across the world are preparing to capture every second of this approach. Meanwhile, rumors persist that NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office has already been tracking 3I Atlas with enhanced sensors, just in case. It's not a threat, but the agency wants to know what it's dealing with. And there's a growing feeling that we might be witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime event, an interstellar relic revealing secrets about technology, physics, or origins we can barely imagine. But the real moment of truth will come once it passes behind the Sun and reemerges again. When 3I Atlas reappears in mid-November, astronomers expect to see major changes. If it survives, its surface will likely be fractured and its jet transform. Some simulations predict the jet could expand into a cone-like field, behaving magnetically rather than chemically. That would rewrite what we know about cometary behavior. Others think the emissions will fade completely, proving it was just outgassing all along. But even the skeptics admit, 3I Atlas is already rewriting expectations about how interstellar material behaves when it meets our sun. The biggest mystery might not be the jet at all, but the pattern behind it, the repeating pulses, the silence from NASA, and the faint radio echoes that shouldn't exist. Whether it's physics we don't yet understand or something far stranger, one thing is certain. This object is challenging everything we thought we knew, and the next few weeks may determine if we're witnessing a natural wonder of the cosmos or evidence that we're not as alone as we thought. Every few years, the universe reminds us how small we really are. 3I Atlas isn't just another comet, it's a message written across the stars, one that doesn't fit neatly into our equations. Its jet defies randomness, its emissions form patterns, and its silence echoes louder than any answer we've been given. Maybe it's just nature being mysterious again. Or maybe, like with Oumuamua before it, we're staring at technology so ancient, so advanced, that we can't even recognize it for what it is. For now, all we can do is watch. When 3I Atlas swings back into view after its encounter with the sun, scientists and the world will be waiting, because whatever happens next could reveal more than just the story of a comet. It could expose the limits of what we think we know about the universe itself.